Beautiful blessings, my loves. Here we are in October. Here we go. Wow. We're going to dive into this because I've been getting information and I am going to do activations on this video. They're going to be coming in and out through the whole entire video. So make sure you listen to the whole thing. Stay tuned here. It is going to be a month that's going to accelerate everyone into massive changes in your lives. And these massive changes in your own life are going to also create changes upon this planet. Like I've always said, this ascension that is happening, for Earth and humanity is happening through you. So every choice that you are making and every elimination in your life of things that don't serve you, it's going to come up with this eclipse. So we are in the middle of the second eclipse is coming in 2 days. I'm recording this on the 30th. I wanted to do it yesterday and the day before, but so many other things were happening. I was just like, okay, I'm just going to wait. That's the other thing. We are in that space and place where we're having to wait for things to happen at the right time rather than pushing ourselves to do something when it's not ready. Okay, so on here I have with me my newsletter that I wrote. Some of you will be receiving this video in the newsletter, but everything comes from my higher self unless it's these beings from other places that like these light beings that will give me information. But I just want to read a little bit of this really quick. And if you're not getting my newsletter, just sign up for it on my website. You only get it once a month, sometimes twice if I'm doing something special, like a podcast or something. But this is what I brought through yesterday. Okay, humanity is between eclipses, portals, and transitions to release the shadows of your deepest fears, even more with the solar ring of fire. The ring of fire illuminates the darkness deep within and guides you to see your old patterns and beliefs that need releasing to bring them to the surface for you to come into balance. So this ring of fire that's happening with the eclipse, I actually got to visually see one of them here in the States back in, I don't know what year it was, 2017? I can't remember. I can't remember the times. But it's literally like, you know how I always say my videos is the dark serves the light. So it's the same with the ring of fire. That darkness is serving the light because there's a buildup of this energy and this anger that's coming to the surface this month within humanity, within, those that are not aligned with their true authentic self yet. And you know who you are. And if you get angry about anything in your life towards people, or because you're not having your way, or somebody's not serving you the way you think that you should be served in a way that's egoish, these are things that you have to see about yourself, and they are going to come to the surface. And this eclipse is doing this. So I also have that this is a time of self-reflection, perspective, and deep knowing that will allow you to illuminate the authentic self rather than fall back into the trap of programmed fear. It's a time of movement forward as the acceleration of your process continues. Okay, I'm not going to read any more of it. It is a very long newsletter of all this kind of information. It talks about the cycles and things. So all of this information came through yesterday, and I finished it this morning. But this month, I feel like we're moving into it with almost like this beautiful they're giving me this wavy, beautiful, loving, angelic presence within the self. But then halfway through the month, it starts to get, and I know I talked about this in the September video, this buildup of, I'm holding my crystals, I put them down. This buildup of anger starts to come forth, this buildup of those that are not getting their way anymore are rebelling against that. And it's within the relationship within the self, but also the relationship within country to country, city to city, people, within relationships that are that are your present or your past. These things are coming back up for you to liberate and know that you've made the right decisions, or that maybe you need to make more decisions that are going to help you to liberate yourself from that which isn't serving you anymore. And it's continual. If you stay in any kind of relationship, it can be a work relationship, it can be a partnership, like I've said before, lovers, husbands, wives, anything like that. It could be relationships with people even in the spiritual community. Know that if you have not stepped away from in your power from these people that just want to pull you down, or maybe suck you into this energy to try and pull your vibration, and a lot of it's like almost like that vampire energy, they suck your energy dry. You're gonna have to make that decision. They're the ones that don't respect you, but what's happening is you have to see that reflection of how you're not respecting yourself. Okay, so there is this this energy playing out. So really take a look at it, because the past relationships that you have released and walked away because you respected yourself, now you're being shown where else in your life is this playing out. It could be in your work, it could be, this is what I'm saying. We keep going through these things so that we can elevate ourselves through the process of ascension. And these other people that we've had in our lives have brought to us experiences that we needed to go through to get to where we are. So we always have gratitude for them, but you don't have to be part of their toxicity. Okay? That is very important, because this month a lot of the patriarchal control, toxic energy is going to rear its ugly head. And this morning I was drinking my matcha tea I made, which I get this fabulous tea from the Cosmic Matcha Man here in Sedona that I just love. He doesn't know I'm saying, he probably doesn't watch my videos. But anyways, it's the best matcha anyways, so fresh. In the top of the cup was the dragon. All the way around the top. I always get messages in my either my cacao or my matcha or whatever kind of drink that I'm drinking that's a warm beverage. I get some kind of photos in it. And so it was the dragon, what do they call that? The aurora or the boreal, I can't remember the boreal. I can't remember the names. Anyways, there's an earth name for it. But the dragon's mouth was open and it went all the way around my cup to the tail, and there was that one spot right where I was drinking that had the space where I was drinking, but it went all the way around. And there's symbology with that. I've had that last year before I went and left for Egypt. I had it in the sky. It went around my whole neighborhood. I was like, okay, I'm seeing this for a reason. So it showed me that there's an energy of clearing through the physical body that the masculine and feminine still have to do, because the head of that actually represents the crown chakra, right? and the tail represents the root. And there can be different explanations that people talk about for that, but for me, that's how I see it. So, and that comes back to bite its own tail, right? You have to read the story on it and the mythology of it to understand it. But I was literally being shown that, but I was seeing like this fire coming out of the mouth of it in my cup. I wish I would have taken a picture of it. I filled it with soap in the sink already. But I had that moment where I was like, okay, this fire energy is coming back, and it's showing us that we need to listen to the information and the knowing that's coming in to assist ourselves in this deep respect for our own self and who we are and what we represent here on the planet in our authenticity. And there's also, when I was looking at it, I just kept getting this deep information and feeling of we have to stay in our power this month and the rest of this year, and for the months to come between this eclipse and probably the next ones. There's a huge energy of not backing down from what you know is your truth and what you believe to be true. And that's for those that are aligned. Okay, so let's say that you're like you are in your truth right now, but 2 months from now your truth changes from what you actually believed this month. It's only because you're going through an acceleration process and your inner wisdom and deeper knowing are coming online, and that has to happen. And you're going to become more and more aware of not just the truth of yourself, of how you've been as a human on this planet, but the truth of this planet at even deeper levels than you already know. So with that, there's a lot of reflective energy going on. Okay, I just want to look at my notes really quick because I felt like I'm not even going to look at them, but it's a liberation, okay, from the darkest fears. And I think I already talked about that because that's what came in my newsletter. But it's also that you're going to have to dive deep. You're going to do some deep digging within yourself, and it is a time this month during when maybe anger comes up in you to disconnect from, if you are in relationships or you have a family, do not take that anger out on them. Be very careful with your words if you work in any kind of like corporate environment or whatever it is, where you can say something that's going to eliminate yourself from illumination, meaning you're going to eliminate yourself from the possibility of bettering yourself. If you love your job, you will eliminate yourself from the possibility of that. Okay, so there's going to be some deep diving and some things that have to change so that you can understand yourself more. There is a struggle of power. Like I was saying, there's this, well, we have to stay in our power, but there is this struggle of power that's coming in, and it's you having to let go of always being in control of everything, because that's part of what the false identity ego wants to do. So letting go of that, where you always feel the need to control the outcome of everything, because this is changing. You're here to live from your divine will. You're here to live from how you set up your blueprint to serve humanity. And this is not just for you, but it's also for countries as well, is what I'm getting. It's so there's going to be a struggle of power. There's going to be, and it's going to be silly stuff, and it's all connected to the patriarchy that has been, when the DNA was spliced, it's connected to that, on those programs of the fear-based reality that you're going to have to face, but also you're going to see playing out on the earth with certain political events that are wanting to control everyone. All right, so what do you do about that? Stay in your heart, stay in peace, be in love. Focus on what you love. Hold your frequency and your vibration. It is very powerful this month. Okay? And again, like I said, the dark serves the light. Can't read my scribble because it goes. I have something I don't even know what some of the words are that I wrote because I write it with my eyes closed. It just comes through. But it says that some things will just end with no choice because you're going to be leveling up. So some things in your life are just going to be like done. It's just like, that's it. It's done. It's over. It's time to go. Poop. And actually sometimes that's like, feels really good when those things actually happen. I don't need this. But just know that this acceleration that's continuing is going to allow you to differentiate the truth versus that which you've held on to in a belief system that no longer is going to exist. Okay? The big thing also as well is you changing how you feel about yourself, you shifting in and letting go of the beliefs that you had about yourself and how you have treated yourself. Don't beat yourself up for some of the things that you believe or think that you have done, or you've put yourself at fault, because we have to remember that, you know, there's polarity and then there's neutrality. And if there is no good or bad on the planet, then why are you beating yourself up? Okay? You're here to neutralize those things within yourself and allow yourself to be free and liberated from that. Because your existence now, especially moving into this Aquarius age, this Aquarian age, is about liberation and freedom. And this month is really pushing us into the deeper dive of that, because it's already been happening. The Aquarian age, we've been through the door for a while. We're just not fully in it yet. But that's why everything is coming to the surface on the planet, within people and within all of the agendas that are happening. So that you can see what needs to be revealed within yourself, within humanity, and within a course of events that have been false programs on the planet to place you and hold you in fear. The simulation has to come to an end, the false fake simulation, and that's what they've been showing me. And the only way that's going to happen is when you understand the truth about it. So that's why more and more of what you may call disruption is going to come up, so that you can actually see there is no savior out there. There's no politician that wants to help you or save you. There's not going to be a ship that comes and picks up 144,000 people. I hear that all the time. I'm like, what? You know, the whole thing with Yeshua, and I've said this before in my videos, and since 2016 or so, I've said Yeshua, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, John the Baptist, all of them, because this is the closest timeline people actually understand. This is why I'm using this. They showed you how they refused to serve that which is of a patriarchal control leadership, that which is of greed, that which is persons that want to take your power away. They stayed in their own power because they were the high priests and high priestesses that only served the one, the source, God, whatever you wish to call it or refer to it. That's who they listened to. And with doing that, that's the whole reason why that example was made of being hung on the cross. So you're going to go through your own being hung on the cross when you choose your freedom, rather than backing yourself in the corner and saying, oh yeah, I'm going to do what you say. Because you're in fear of what there's so many people that I'm actually meeting and go, I would rather leave this planet than do that. And so that's basically what the message was. That's the message, that Yeshua saved himself, saved his soul, okay? And was an example for that, so that humanity would see, save your soul, before falling into a program that doesn't allow you to leave, that keeps you in fear. So what's happening this month is that deeper push. It's like, come on, wake up, see this truth. Feel this truth in your heart. I just finished yesterday from the offer that I did with John Burgos. I had a live webinar. It was 3 hours of multidimensional healing, but I took everyone's questions and taught them on their tools how to do these things yourself. And it was very powerful. I do it on my Patreon as well. But when people have those aha moments, and also they got a 2.5-hour masterclass that I had taught on Patreon and a webinar that I got from the package, they were saying, and I got messages and emails from some of them saying how much that information helped them, that opened up their eyes, that they had aha moments and light bulb moments. And this has to happen. You've got to step into that power for yourself, and you have to have, if you wish, these light bulb moments that you are the one who makes every choice in your life. It's ultimately you and no one else. You can never blame anyone else for anything that's happening in your life, because you're basically the only one here and you're the one living it, right? I can bring you this guidance today, but it's ultimately your choice when you leave this video, what you do, what you believe. I have at the end of my video, take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because that is your freedom. That's your free choice. And not everybody will, want to agree with what comes through me or someone else. It doesn't matter. What I'm delivering I can put it out here. It's for you to do what you want with it. But the moment you attack the information, the moment that you come from a space and place of reaction and anger, or from the head mentality rather than coming from the heart, it's only showing you where you are in your process, that you have not eliminated yourself and that you have not moved forward, you haven't evolved. So that's why I always say, if you're going to put nasty comments on people's videos, everyone's going to know exactly where you are in your process. That's why I said, don't put anything on mine, because you're going to be deleted. But this is very big to know this and to understand this, so that you can move forward and you can free yourself from your judgment, because the judgment that you're having towards someone else is actually the judgment you're having towards yourself. Okay? The anger you're having towards someone else is only a reflection of the anger you have towards yourself. All right? That's the toxic masculine. That's the attacking energy. Toxic masculine. And this is women and men that have it. And so be careful with what you're doing. Don't blame anyone else for where you are in your life, because you're just going to keep getting shown over and over and over until you get it. Someone's going to keep reflecting something to you until you get it, that this is all yours, nobody else's. All right? I hope that helps. I just letting it all come in. The other thing you're going to have this month I have on here is let go of attachments. We cannot take material things with us when we leave this earth. Okay? So let go of the attachments to everything, material things. It could be people, money. The moment we let go of the attachments to money, money flows for you. It just comes in. And, but also the fact that they're going to be changing money eventually, it's not changing. It's held in a stagnation right now where people are fighting, but it's held in that until enough of humanity actually releases and just allows things to shift and change. That's going to be positive for humanity. Not that which is going to be taken away and held against humanity, but the good, what's going to work for humanity. Everything's going to shift and end up being positive for us. All right. And I talked a long time ago as well about, eventually, it's probably 2016, 17, 18, how I keep seeing trading is going to come back eventually. I don't know if it will be in this lifetime. It may be a ways away. But there are some of us that already trade. We're already doing it. We trade services and stuff. But this is what's coming back. And the more that we do this, the more we're putting it into that new earth fifth dimensional crystalline grid. So if there's something that you can trade with someone without needing to have money involved, go for it. Do it. Because it is an energy exchange, because everything's energy anyway. And money is energy. And the value that you put on money is where you hold yourself in that space and place of not reconciliating with the fact that we're here to value ourselves first. Okay, that just flew in. Okay, divinity, forgiveness. There's going to be a lot. You're going to have to go through forgiveness this month, forgiving yourself, forgiving all others for things that are going to come up that you're going to see from the eclipse. Also, please know that after this eclipse, we also have the 1010 portal, which is also connected to balance. So please know that. So it's like wham, wham, wham. We've got two eclipses. We have the equinox, which is about balance, and then we're going to have the 1010 portal. It's all to create this balance that has to come within yourself so that we can create that and bring this harmony upon the planet. It happens with you. Every single one of you are a piece of this puzzle, and all of you have a job to do with it. And to me, it's beautiful. And nobody's job is better than the next. All right. Okay, releasing lower vibrational energies, vampires, I already talked about that. The truth is coming to the surface in all of humanity. Who will face it and who will run? That was one of the things that came through that I was to bring forth to all of you. Okay, the truth is coming to the surface in all of humanity. Who will face the truth and who's going to run from it? Are you going to face the truth about yourself? Are you going to face the shadow parts that are coming up? Are you going to respect yourself and face it? Or are you going to run from it again and go through another 6 months until the next eclipse comes to have to face it again? The sooner you face it, the sooner it's done. Okay, I hear you, my guides are talking to me. There are so many persons in relationships that are holding themselves in relationships that are so toxic. And it's holding your vibration down. It's making you sick physically. It's not allowing you to do the things that you truly want to do or be in a relationship with yourself. So are you going to face those relationships that you keep getting shown have to end? And even if they end in a way of you're not going to see that person ever again, always end them in the gratitude and love. Okay, even if the other person doesn't want to. It's the best way to do it because that person is you. All right, it is you. And I've had the toxic one where I've had to end, and it was like the person was always taking from me and never giving, taking, taking, taking. I was the support system. I was the, I was always giving, giving, giving. It was very toxic and it was very unbalanced. And it didn't work. You cannot work in that kind of relationship where you're the one always doing everything, 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 and the other person's just taking, 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 taking. It doesn't work. All right. And it's not the relationship that I was in when I was married that wasn't like that. Um, it was a relationship that was recent. So just be aware that these relationships come in to push you more into your power and to say no, even though we have templates to resolve from it, and past life wounding. You got to push yourself in that power and say, I'm not going to do this. This isn't what I deserve. And you don't. You don't deserve that. And it's time to end it. Okay, we'll see if I talk about it in a minute. Just let me keep going here. So we have a comet coming. A lot of you know about the comet. Some of you probably don't. The comets always bring codes. Okay, comets are assisting in bringing codes to the planet, bringing vibrations, bringing energy. Watch the color of the comet. If it's green, it's healing. Usually if it's red, it's anger, but it could be divine love. It depends on what's happening for restoration on the planet. Orange is the sacral. Match it up with the colors of the chakras, and just pay attention to what it is, because it helps to restore a balance. Again, here we go, balance. It helps to restore a balance within humanity. And I don't know what this is, Earth's magnetosphere. I'm so sorry, I don't know the scientific stuff. Because of the injection of planetary involvement of the codes of light that are coming through geomagnetic storms, solar flares, solar flashes. The comet also comes in to bring a balance, as well as the asteroid that's coming close to the planet. The asteroid is also coming in for restorative reasons as well. So it is a very large cosmic month. It is such a big cosmic month. And also a push for you to come online more with your cosmic self. Woohoo! My guides call me the cosmic goddess. So I'm the cosmic cheerleader. I call myself the cosmic cheerleader. So this is really big. I know some of the people are calling it a second moon, that asteroid, but it's going to help with a lot of things. So even though these things are coming and they come into the field of Gaia, they're helping humanity. So don't fear those things. Just know that that's what's happening. Compassion, compassion, compassion for you and others is big this month. And the relationship with the self. Just gonna flash this really quick. I will be doing a video on this, but these are codes that this is on my scrolls that I created in Atlantis. Not the diamond part, but this actual symbol, the floral symbol, which actually becomes this. If I just give you that so you can look at it and go, so here's a couple things that came through when I was sitting out under the tree yesterday. It is within the realms of Gaia that overexistence is carried through journeys of the heart. Okay, here we go. Yeah, see, because it's all scribble when it comes to, because my eyes aren't open. It is within the realms of Gaia over existence. Okay, that over existence is carried through the journeys of the heart. So feel that. I have to like write it so I can understand what I even wrote. It is within the realms of Gaia that overexistence is carried through journeys of the heart. This is talking about humanity. This is talking about you as a soul. This is talking about you as your existence. My higher self brought this in and I was like, oh, okay. Then I had to go okay, let's go dive deeper into this and see what this really means. So listen to that again. I have one other one. To look further into the truth is to know the divine essence of the Creator within you. I'm going to put those on some post, but that's the deep knowing of who you are, and the shifting that's coming up, or the anger's coming in, that buildup of this energy that's coming to push you more into your strength and the truth of seeing yourself, to removing your shadow side, is because you don't want to be that programmed human that you've been. Just like it says here, to look further in the truth is to know the divine essence of the Creator within you. And the Creator within you, where you come from the unity, okay, unity is love. It's love. So those are some divine messages that came through. Feel into those. Okay, pakia to ushta mama et inaki. Maronachan. Let me see if there's anything else. Yes, there's more. Kikir otno. Messy, okay? Akiaroshna markrasta and utnamara ehn air. Mahor. Hanamaho. Kaul namakarasta shenamratin narehenamo. Nasira norakurastun yaramaraha. Ehoratenu mahonahenu. Arumanakaratatoyam hiara. Cosmic shaman energy that just came through for clearing for you. Miris Nariana Urnama Amor. Okay, those are Syrian codes. Kaarastena mirakiras nosotokorosto Urnama Amor. Fami. We wish to reveal Karostana Mahana, that within the true self, Shoruchunt Mesi, is that which you are, and the highest benevolence of all that is, in the frequency of unconditional love. Natene mirehi, Naskurst amor. Maya. Align. I am. Makiana. Oof. All right, there's something else that I need to give you as a tool as well. Well, so hello, my loves. I'm just popping in here because I've been editing my video, which I started on the 29th of September. But there's content in there that I've had to edit out, and I'm only going to be sharing it, and you'll see why below, on my Patreon, where it's private. And I just need to be careful. After what I just put down there happened to me in 2020, and I don't want it happening again because I actually got a contact from where my stuff is located here 2 weeks ago. So I don't even do anything. I'm like, why am I the one that's getting, people have all this like nasty stuff out there, but I know it's because of truth. So I'm sorry I've had to edit and cut out a lot of this video, but I'm only going to be putting it in private on the Patreon. And it's nothing against any of you. It is just for my own safety right now, because I would like to keep my channel. So there is this, it is actually the eclipse today. So I've been working on this since the 29th, and I really tuned in, and my guides were like, take it out. So place in this new moon and this eclipse energy for yourself, that which you intend for yourself, the change that you want, the new beginnings that you are looking forward to having in your life, because this is a powerful eclipse, a powerful new moon, and you're in charge of your energy. You're in charge of so much when you understand who you are and how to utilize it. So take that time and that space for you. But the other thing that I'm also getting is boundaries. Okay, boundaries are needing to be set. That's another reason I did this. It's a different kind of boundary, but it's not for you not receiving. It's for my own self, for what I need to do in this moment, which is standing in my power. And so just take note. There's, I had to do that. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens as we move forward. But it's been an amazing eclipse day, and for me so far. And I hope that for all of you, it's amazing for you. And please remember that this is a big relationship eclipse, and it's the relationship with yourself. It is the relationship with how you value yourself, and stepping into your power at another level. And that's where I'm going to leave it. So I love you all. Thank you for understanding. And we'll see what else comes up. Maybe there'll be another video this month for here. Okay? Because there's just so much it's going to be, like I said, rearing its ugly head in the next months to come. And you being in your power is going to help. All right. Is there anything else, please? Piti an urshnama at ochondana Mai. Ushta, ushta, ushta. No, we are complete. Okay, thank you. Okay, we are complete. So we're going to close this video. I am going to do another video that is my 20-year countdown from my vision from December 26th of 2004, because in that vision, and I've talked about it before on here a little bit and in my Patreon, and I've been bringing it up since I first started videos, but the stuff is happening now. A lot of it has to do with the flooding on the planet, and it's literally happening. So I'm going to talk about it to give you information for you to prepare yourself. This is not giving you this information to scare you, but to prepare you so that you have an understanding at a deeper level of what's going on and what to do. And all is well. So I love you all. I wish you a beautiful October. Stay in your heart. In the newsletter, I reveal all the things that you can do this month to hold yourself in space and place and higher frequency. So make sure you sign up for that. And thank you to all the new Patreon members. You're very appreciated. And our new Women's Mastery Class is started in September, and it is going to be phenomenal. It already is, but it is going to be so phenomenal. This is bringing women back into their power in so many different ways, stepping into that divine authenticity. So much more I can say, but there's other levels too that men are allowed to be on. But and like I said last month, I started a $5 tier for those of you that just want to get a message and activations as well. So it's there. I love you. I wish you a blessed October. And for those of you moving forward that aren't having to go through some of these things, remember to be the person that has your hand open to help carry others through this time period. You're going to be greatly needed. Miyanama. Eternal love, eternal light, eternal life. Maya Kita, Maya Ot. Many blessings. I love you.